Jason Sidney Blackwater. I'm here with the Wolfman. Now, at the sound of that, I need you, now that you heard that, to consider if you're willing to go against that sound. Because it might not end well for you. It might not end well for you. You might lose your chick. You might lose your chick. You might lose your credibility. If you're on a basketball court, there's a crossover on the way to your ass when you hear that sound. Now, I have a question for you, sir. We want to know, from your standpoint, not just as a therapist, but also as a life liver, a liver of life, an experienced man. Do you think men should be vulnerable and even go as far as crying in front of their girlfriends/wives? Yes or no, and why?
Man, look, yo. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion at where I'm at in life, bro. If you could be vulnerable, alright, so my answer is, should a man be vulnerable in front of a woman?
His woman.
The answer is yes, but I'm gonna tell you, I'll tell you that in a few, but I'm gonna say yes. And I'm gonna tell you why yes is because at the end of the day, if you my woman, you should be able to see me in all different ranges of emotion. You should be able to know how I am when I'm happy. You should be able to know how I am when I'm angry. You should be able to know how I am when I'm sad. You should be able to know how I am when I'm excited. You feel me? And if you cannot show those different ranges to the person that you with, then 9 times out of 10, you might not really be with the right person because you really just hiding different sides of you. And I don't think anybody should hide who they are with the person that they with. You know? But I'll say this much though. I'll talk about things that I've observed and heard, and even a little conversation I may have had on Clubhouse, in which a nigga was saying, because he had asked a question like this too. He was like, hell no, should a nigga ever cry in front of his woman? And hell no, should a nigga ever be vulnerable to his woman? And hell no, should a nigga ever tell his woman if he's ever going through problems? Because his job at the end of the day is to be a fixer, a problem solver. His woman ain't necessarily there to hear about none of his shit. He needs to be there fixing his shit, her shit, and whatever else needs to be fixed in the household. And I looked at that nigga while he was talking on the app like, this nigga is crazy. But at the same time, I understood what the fuck he was talking about too. Is that your woman should view you as a strong man. Now, I'm not saying if you cry in front of your woman, she don't view you as a strong man. I'm not saying that that's the case. But there has been times in which a man has been vulnerable to his woman, and because she saw him probably overreact to something little, or not react how she wanted him to react in a certain situation, that her viewpoint on the man changed. Therefore, how she treated the man changed. And therefore, how the relationship ended changed. Or how the relationship was going changed. Therefore, and it ended. So,
do you think it's realistic to do it? Like, let's say, for example, even though it should be that way, you should be able to open up to your girl. You should be able to cry in front of her, but do you think it's realistic that they would see that and still carry the same feelings for you?
Yo, that's a good ass question you asked again. Do I think that she could still view you as big dog if you was crying like a chihuahua? Is that the question?
Like, for example, in Boys in the Hood, when he was punching the air, right? Is that realistic to do? Because didn't he do that and then he ended up getting some ass after? That's some bullshit, right? Didn't he get some ass after punching the air?
I think he went in there. He went swinging in the air.
He got some sympathy sex, man.
I think his pops saw him acting like he was retarded or whatever. You know, I think he might have spoken to him a little bit, and then the girl came in. I think the girl might have talked with him and chilled with him. You might be right about that. I'm not sure.
I think he got some sympathy sex after punching the air, bro.
and I'll say this much. Never was there a situation that I was in which I can say I got sympathy sex, man. I think. See, I know if I'm crying and shit, I look uglier than a motherfucker, and a chick probably just want to get the fuck away from me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think she's motherfucking on some. Oh, come, let me hug you, and next thing you know, we having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like. They more so was gonna be like, hey, this is gonna be good, you know what I mean? And they leave me alone to my own fucking misery. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I don't necessarily say, is it realistic that she still view you as a big dog? It depends on how you reacted, I would assume. If you, like you said, if the nigga broke down on his knees and was like, I do not think this shit continues. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think she look at him like, yo, this nigga is a bitch.
Right.
You feel me? Or especially if she's not even the one acting like that, or she has more like bravado or strength than you in that situation. She's probably looking like, yo, this nigga is a bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But if it's a situation in which, you know what I'm saying, I guess the reactions or what it is that you have in this breakdown to it makes sense as to why you're reacting like that. I can see how she could say, you know what, you know what I mean? He's just having a breakdown, yo. You feel me? I'm still rocking with him, you know. But shit, I would just say, man, if you're gonna cry in front of her, man, make sure you ain't got no snot coming out your nose and all that extra shit, man. You feel me? That shit right there gonna be crazy, man. Straight critted up, no shit it up, I knit it up.
Yo, it's crazy how, like, no matter how progressive society may try to be, the natural laws of nature will always come into play. Because a lot of things should happen. You're just not going to tolerate it, even though it should be that way, right? Like, for example, since everyone's all about equality, your girl should be able to pick you up, choke you on the bed, get on top of you, and ride you, right? However, we're never gonna allow that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, most people for that matter, you know.
Because like I said, there is some different kind of people out there that, you know, they might be with a chick that got more muscles than them, and she could pick them up and do whatever the fuck she wants to do, you know.
Right.
You know, like,
but it's not going down. It's not going down.
Like, if it's one thing I can tell you that, like I guess age opened my eyes to, is that there is a vast majority of different people in this world. Everybody be doing things differently. You know what I'm saying? So even though it might be weird to me, it might to another population, it might be normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Have you ever cried in front of a girl?
I've cried in front of women plenty of times.
And these were your girlfriends?
Of course it was with a girlfriend. I mean, I'm a single man right now, so, you know, obviously, you know, you gotta ask them if their view on me changed. You know what I'm saying? But of course, man, because I live a real life. Like, I go through ranges of emotion. I go through ranges of bullshit. You feel what I'm saying to you? And there's moments in time in which a nigga might just break down and just say, man, I had enough of this shit, man. Is this what the fuck God put me on this earth to do, was to fucking goddamn just be dealing with all this shit?
Yo, you remember when you had that breakdown back in like 2010? And you said, I'm joining the army, man. Fuck this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like even those moments to where I was about to do some fucking irrational shit. You know, like fucking join the fucking army and potentially lose my motherfucking life. Did
you have a girlfriend at that time?
You know, I'm not sure. I know 2010, that was 20. Yo, honestly, I don't know.
I think you were single. I think you were single.
Yeah, I don't know if I started going to the girl in 2019 or after 2010. After 2010.
You mean 2009?
Yeah, 2009.
Oh, you talking about the one, the girl that I know, that she went out with?
Yeah.
Oh, that was August 2010.
Yeah, August 2010. All right, perfect, exactly. So I'm not bugging. All right, but that it wasn't at the moment, I think, in which I'm talking about.
Yo, bro, I can't believe time flies, man.
OD, bro.
Shit.
Oh, fucking D. Talk about that. But yes, definitely. I even cried in front of that one. I cried because I've cried in front of many. I'm an honest nigga, bro. I would not sit here and lie on this motherfucking mic. I'll tell you the real shit. I definitely have, and you know, in certain situations, I wouldn't say like different girls have different reactions. That's a fact, right? Like there's some girls that know how to actually cater to your emotional side, and there's some that really don't necessarily even know how to, and they really just leave that up to you, which I was also stating before, was when the nigga on Clubhouse was talking about, which is your role at the end of the day is to listen to my shit, and I'll listen to your shit, but you at the end of the day, you need to have that shit figured out. I ain't here to bring nothing to you other than just a listening ear. And I mean, I can't be in a relationship like that. I would love for it to be a collaborative situation. You feel me? I don't know everything, and maybe you could show me a little ones and twos on what it is that I need to be doing or focusing on, because I do that for my shorties. But for the most part, I mean, would I advise anybody to cry? I would say this much: go cry in the corner first. Mm-hmm. And if you just so happen to break down in front of her, then God just wanted you to break down in front of her and let her see how you is, and let you see how she reacts at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Copy that. Could a man ever cry about being broke in front of a girl?
You said, have I ever cried about being broke?
No. I said, could a guy ever cry about being broke in front of a girl? Or is that just a double whammy to where now you're out of here, you struck out?
Yo, I mean, it's definitely a double whammy if the girl don't really even know you and you really all broke.
No, I'm not talking girls who don't know you. I'm talking about like your girlfriend.
Okay.
Bro, that shit is like kryptonite, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, right? I always scream broke. I'm always screaming broke.
Because you a fool, bro.
I can't sit here and tell you that I'm not. I be on Clubhouse like, damn, yo, I hate life. I'm fucking broke right now. Cause like, and my version of broke is different than other people's version of broke, of course. But it's like, I'm not trying to like.
No. I fuck with it. No, I fuck with it, bro.
It's just that like. You feel me? It's just going below a certain threshold that I'll be like, oh my God, I'm broke. But like, I'll be nowhere near that threshold, but still, I just be like, yo, you know when you just lose it, you just know that, I'm spending too much money, man. I'm going broke, man. Like, I'm not even the money that you even had cupped. It's just like, I guess for me, I am a little cheap or a little Jew or whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. But like me, if I just know that I'm spending more than what just came in, I start to feel a little finicky, like, yo, man, what you doing, man? You're doing too much. Like, you need to calm down, man. You're going broke.
Yeah.
I was broke. I was scream broke, or whatever the case is. And I don't think that's necessarily a good thing to do, but I do it because I want to keep people away from me. You know what I'm saying? So, right. If you do that, just know, yeah, she's going to leave. She's going to leave and leave you the fuck alone for good, because there's no way that you crying broke. Like, nigga, we all have 24 hours to live. Like, something should be going on. Or if you all going broke, you need to be figuring out how you're going to get back. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, too, though, is like, if it's your girlfriend, though, and that depends on how many years of girlfriend, I'm guessing, or months of girlfriend, because if she rocks with you through this broke period of time, like I stated in like previous conversations, if she rocks with you, yo, that's a keeper. Because not too many girls are sticking through the mud nowadays.
Right.
But if you do that, just know that there's a good chance that she definitely gonna skedaddle. Facts. There's a lot of options out here. There's a lot of dudes showing money. What makes me want to stay with you?
Right.
That's the mentality that they have now. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas out here showing money. Why am I staying with you?
Yeah, man. Real talk. Well, you heard it from the wolf himself, man. He's not gonna lie to you. He's gonna give you the cold hard truth.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, so yes, on mommy, I would definitely say yes, be vulnerable. But I also let you know, man, once you do that, just know that there's a chance that the response is not gonna be favorable. Word.
Facts. It's the wolf pack. Real talk with the Wolfpack.